I'm doing a video blog because I'm cooler than you. Uh, Left St. Louis or headed for the airport this morning about, I don't know, 4:15. Looks like everybody made it on time. Pretty crowded, pretty bustling at Old Lambert. Uh, Got on the airplane, landed in Vegas, no problem whatsoever. Had about an hour and a half layover in Vegas. Uh, Most everybody got some Einsteins or Starbucks to munch on while we hung out. Charged our phones, left Vegas, and the minute we flew up in the air, we immediately flew down. That's how close Santa Ana John Wayne Airport was. Landed there, got our luggage. Coach Ray and Coach Sigmund went and got the minivans for the 16s, and I went and got the white 12-passenger brand new Ford to pick up the 18s. Gathered everybody, figured out, obviously, where the nearest In-N-Out burger was, and we trooped there. 18s made it there first, 16s soon followed. Ate our meal, decided probably we should check in at the hotel, see what was going on there, as we still had about 2 hours before we had our first practice. Headed back to the hotel, hung out for about an hour. Rooms obviously were not ready because it was still relatively early in the day. And then at about 1:15, we decided to venture out to our pool that we're going to practice at. Unfortunately, we went to the wrong pool to start, but the pool that we needed to go to is about 5 minutes down the road. It was Ocean View, which is a local high school. The club that practices there is called the Riptide, and that's a combo of Ocean View and I think some Fountain Valley kids among some other schools. Beautiful, beautiful pool that was built in 2011, and the Riptide Water Polo Club was actually founded in 2011. It kind of coincided with the actual pool itself. Started out, boys warmed up, both 16s and the 18s, and talking to the coaches there, we said we wanted to run through some drills, so we decided to kind of scrimmage with one group while one group was running through drills. So our 18s got to play some scrimmage against one group of individuals, and these were some of their older kids, although they didn't seem like many of them were in that 18 age group. So I mean, it was a decent back and forth. While we were practicing, the 16s were in the other half of the 50-meter pool, working on some shooting drills with the other younger group that they were going to scrimmage with. And then we kind of just flip-flopped 2 or 3 times. So we would scrimmage, 16s would do drills, then 16s would scrimmage, 18s would do drills, so on and so forth. That went on till about 3:50, 4 o'clock. And then it was time for the 18s to move on and the 16s to move on. So the 16s, I think, Coach Ray will tell you what they did, but the 18s had about an hour in between their next stop. And so stopped at a gas station, got some Gatorades, got some water, and then we headed to what we thought was Santa Ana High School. We parked, walked around campus for a while, asked someone where the pool was. They pointed us the right direction. We looked through the black gate, and there was a giant pool that was being dug up, and there was dirt everywhere, and obviously it wasn't where we were supposed to be. So we're in the wrong spot. It was actually Santa Ana Valley High School that we needed to go to, which was only about 10 minutes away. We were a little bit early, so we ended up not being too late. We arrived to another, once again, beautiful facility, 50-meter, it looked like, with bulkhead, floating goals, the whole 9 yards. And there was a group of individuals warming up, practicing with their coaches. Introduced myself, very, very courteous, awesome coaches. Kind of told them what we wanted to do. We wanted to run through some drills before we scrimmaged so the boys could get to know each other. Very impressed with how they ran everything. They incorporated our crew very well. We ran drills at both ends of the pool. They mixed their guys in with us. And their coaches kind of ran it, and they were not afraid to bark at our kids, and our kids were asking questions, and that's always exciting to see because obviously we want to get better water polo. So we had a couple different shooting drills and 2-meter drills and stuff that we can bring back to St. Louis, and they did some drills that looked pretty familiar to us at times, but they tweaked them a little bit, and so it'll be interesting to share that with the rest of the coaching staff. So we actually did drills for probably about a variety of 4 or 5 different drills for about an hour, and then we ended up scrimmaging. And they had a full bench plus, a good 6 or 7 subs. Obviously, the 18s, we only have 8 guys out here. They looked really, really good in the drills. So we thought we were going to have a pretty competitive game in the scrimmage. It ended up being relatively competitive, but like I said, it was pretty much back and forth. We're running picks like champs, getting inside water. Their coaches are yelling at them, you got to back off of them when they're running those picks. But it continued to work over and over. We had a lot of people with strong sets. A lot of people, when we got the ball set to them, turned and made a strong move to the goal, which was awesome. But definitely by the end of the, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes of scrimmage, we were absolutely gassed. I kind of had to call it just because I noticed it. I didn't think people were able to get up and down the pool anymore. After that, we drove around aimlessly looking for some place to eat. 16 showed up to the pool before we had left. We said goodbye, drove around aimlessly, found I don't know, a taco truck, food truck, parked on the side of the road by a supermarket. So we all hopped out there. Some of the boys went into the strip mall area to get some, I think, Chinese food. Quite a few of us ended up eating at the food truck, which was great. Got some tacos. Some people got some, I don't know, other items there. And then as the sun began to set, we made our way back to the Embassy Suites, which we still had not checked in any of our rooms. So we had our room keys, and we obviously are sitting in here. At least I am. The boys are in the rooms, crashing, relaxing, doing whatever. Tomorrow, probably going to head out to the beach for most of the morning, afternoon. Coach is going to have to head to the coaches meeting, and we'll get prepped and ready to play in our game on Saturday morning, 8 a.m. against Del Mar. So all in all, it's been a long, hectic day, but well worthwhile. We get to play some water polo. We get to learn a couple new things. Yeah, that's it. So hopefully I'll sign on tomorrow and post something new. Thanks.